Hello, great people. I'm glad to come your way again today. In this episode, I'm still talking about the Good Samaritan. We have established the fact that he was moved by compassion and compared it with how Jesus also did all that he did because he was moved by compassion. Even when Jesus wept, he wept because he was moved by compassion. So, having established this fact, let's try to find out, after being moved by compassion, what else? The reason is because there are so many people out there that will also claim that I have compassion. But compassion alone does not make you a good Samaritan. This compassion must be accompanied by some certain things to make you a good Samaritan, right? The truth is that there are so many victims out there, but good Samaritans are few. So I'll just read this story for you again. Luke chapter 10 from ISV, so that together we can see what this guy did. Luke chapter 10 verse 33 to 35 says, "But as he was traveling along, a Samaritan came across the man. When the Samaritan saw him, he was moved by compassion. Ensure that what is moving you is not a desire to exploit people. When you see people and you are seeing by your pleasure in them, then you are not a good Samaritan. You are exploiting them, you are harassing them, you are abusing them. As a preacher, as a leader, whoever is standing before you, no matter how beautiful, handsome, rich they are, if what is moving you to minister to them is not compassion, you may likely exploit them, either sexually or financially, or even their time. I even consider that the most useful resources is time. When you waste people time, you are exploiting them because they could use that time to do something productive for themselves. So this man was moved with compassion. After being moved to compassion, what did he do? He went to him and bandaged his wounds. So he did something practically. You don't just have compassion. If you have only compassion alone, you'll be like the Levite. The Levite had compassion. That is why he went close to the guy. And he saw the guy, observed, and then he continued. He has a degree of compassion, even though it was not as this one. So he went and bandaged his wounds, and pouring oil and wine on them, on the wound, then he put him on his own animal, that's his donkey, brought him to an inn, and took care of him. The next day, so he even stayed there the whole night. The next day, he took out 2 denarii and gave them to the innkeeper, saying, "Take good care of him. If you spend more than that, I will repay you when I come back." Now let's list the things that this good Samaritan had. Number 1, compassion. It's a character issue. It's a heart issue. So you have to develop this virtue in your life. Number 2, he had a bandage, right? Bandage with which he bandaged the guy's wounds. Number 3, he had oil that he poured on the wound. Number 3, he had wine that he poured on the wound. Number 4, he had a donkey. He took this guy and put on the donkey. And in today's term, that's a car, right? Number 4, he had money that he took the guy to the hospital, and he could be sacrificial in terms of time, that he stayed with the guy the whole night, and the next day he told the people that, look, treat him well. If you spend more than what I've deposited, on my next trip I'm going to pay you. And the people did not argue, they did not refuse. So he also had trust. And these are virtues that are lacking in the lives of so many people today, including Christians. They don't have trust, they don't have the money, they don't have the oil, they don't have the wine, they don't have the bandage, they don't have the donkey. So there is something wrong with your journey. You did not prepare your journey well, or you are not preparing your journey well. So we are going to look at these items to see where we can benefit from them so that we can be good Samaritans. I wish you all the best, my dear friends. Bye-bye.